10, how impressive were the Nets?
They're very impressive, Skip. They're scary. They're going to be scary to deal with now. The East going to have their hands full. We know what KD represents, Skip. He's a two-time Finals MVP. He's a league MVP. He's an all-NBA player. He's one of the great scorers of all time. He's a transcendent player. Kyrie Irving, nobody's ever questioned Kyrie's Irving talent. There have been very few players, if any, can dance with the basketball like this kid can, Skip. He can shoot the three. We know that. He got the mid-range. And now when he starts making that three of the mid-range, you try to get up on him, he can put the ball on the floor better than anybody in the history of the game. And to be able to kiss the ball off the glass with either hand, with the English in which he used, Skip, and he got a floater. With that, and then you got DeAndre Jordan seem to have turned back the hands of time, a rim protector. Then you go to the bench and you got Jared Allen, a rim protector. Now you throw KD in also that can block shots from the backside, rim protection. So you're good on the defensive end. And then you get Karis LeVert that can heat up and go get you 50. Dinwiddie can get you 50. Skip, if this says, you know what? The goal is to win a championship. I don't care about minutes. I don't care about shots. I'm going to play my role. Skip, they're going to be the deal with. I like what I saw. It seems like KD and Kyrie were not in each other's way. For me, Skip, they don't need James Harden. They really don't. Because you're going to have to give up so much to get him. I believe they're perfectly fine. They can stand pat exactly where they are. Jeff Green comes in. Skip, the East got their hands full. Giannis, Sixers, Celtics. Bro, y'all got your hands full, man. I know it's one game, Skip, and, hey. And KD started off 3 for 3, and then he went 4 for 13 the rest of the way. But the shots that he missed is the shots that he wants to take. And give him a month, and the shots that he missed, he won't miss them. They're scary. They look really good, and their second unit, Skip, can start for a lot of teams. And they remind you of the old Golden State, because that's how Golden State's second unit was, Skip. They come in, and whatever lead you had, they would eat it away. And whatever lead that Clay and Steph and Draymond left them with, it was expanded on. And that looks like what I see for the Brooklyn Nets. Skip, they look, damn.
So, scale of 1 to 10, you're up to a...
I'm up to a 9.
9.
I'm up to a 9.
I am also at a 9, and I would have gone 10, but it's only opening night, and it was only Golden State without Clay and without Draymond last night.
Golden State going to struggle making the playoffs, Skip. I'm sorry.
I liked what I saw from James Wiseman. He looks like the real deal, and I said before the draft, that's the one I would take with the first overall pick if I'm Minnesota. But the point is, I just sat back in awe of what happened in the first quarter, because you could see right away that Kevin Durant is a medical marvel, if not a medical miracle. I saw vintage Kevin Durant coming off Achilles reattachment. Again, you made the point, I believe yesterday, it's not like he was a leaper to begin with.
Right.
It's not like he relied strictly on quickness to begin with, so maybe he'll be okay. He was all the way okay.
Yeah.
I saw not a hint of any protection of that leg. Steve Kerr said after the game, I was very anxious to see how he looked, and he said it looked like Kevin Durant.
On the shot right before that, Skip, I always watch a guy and look at him, okay, how did you suffer this injury? And are you willing to go back and do the same move that you did the injury?
Yep.
And you watch the start and stop
Push off, yeah.
No hesitation whatsoever.
Nope. Did he have his old quickness? Yes. Did he have his old lift? Yes. And again, not that he's a leaper.
Right.
He's 7 feet tall and he's long. So he doesn't need all that.
Right.
But the package was back. He looked like the best player on the planet to me. I've thought that all along. He was out of sight, out of mind.
Here we go.
And here we go.
Skip, it just looked like I just want to do one segment where you and I agree on something. Where you don't just splurt out these conspiracy theories.
It's not conspiracy.
Yes, it is.
It's a fact.
It is not.
It's eye test, dead solid fact. Take it to your bank.
Okay, what is all the sites? The best player in the NBA, all sites, all 50 of them.
I told you, out of sight, out of mind.
Skip,
Everybody, they treated Kevin Durant like he retired.
Skip,
I kept saying, he's still there.
Well, you between
Nuclear weapon is still there in the silo.
You're talking like LeBron has retired.
Well, last night he looked semi.
There you go. There you go.
So then to your point about the blend between two besties, it was beautiful to watch. They seemed in complete, utter synchronicity with each other. There was none of that Durant Westbrook, like, is it your turn or my turn? Oh, wait, I'm over here. There was no body language. There's no foul body language. There's no negativity. It just seemed to flow because Kevin's not a ball hog. Kevin can get his on lower shots.
Right.
And Kyrie had it going, and Kevin just blended right into the flow. And then the other thing that took my breath away was I worried with Steve Nash and Mike D'Antoni at the helm here. What were they not known for when they were in Phoenix, those two together? Defense. They just didn't. It was an
they got to outscore everybody.
They
got to get a
just
shot.
going to outscore. This team looked like it wants to play defense because this team was hungry on defense because it detonates its offense. So all of a sudden, hands are up in the passing lanes. They're deflecting, they're stealing, they're blocking, and they are running like crazy. And they have the greenest light from Steve Nash because if you have a fast break three, just pull up and take it.
Yep.
If you steal the ball on an inbounds pass and you got a shot and it's 1-on-3, just pull up and take the three. And they were hot-handed. I give you that. That's why I'm a 9 on a scale of 10. But the point was they were disrupting on defense. I didn't know I would see that coming. Kevin Durant had 3 steals last night. So that'll show you his Achilles is okay because he's moving.
Right.
Again,
Lateral side to side.
Those are moves that you have to react to move.
Yeah.
You know, it's not proacting, you're reacting.
And they blocked 7 shots.
Whew. Okay. So you mentioned DeAndre Jordan has had sort of a rebirth, but I think he's a favorite in the locker room. I think he's a favorite of Kevin's and Kyrie's. So he's going to be in the starting lineup. I think he's seen his best days in this league. Again, he had his moments last night, got his rebounds as usual last night, but he's not better than Jared Allen. But Jared Allen comes in and he's going to get his minutes too. And it's going to be great because he's going to come in with intense energy.
Blocking shots, altering shots. Skip, they had 57 rebounds last night.
God, it was destruction. And then to your point, here comes the bat out of hell off the bench, Karis LeVert, who they have convinced, at least for the moment, you are the next Manu Ginobili. That's what, again, Steve Nash said, we need a Manu who would just come in with high energy, just making things happen. I'm going to force the issue on you, whether you like it or not.
Correct.
I might turn it over. I might miss a couple of wild shots, but I am going to come at you like nobody in our starting 5 came at you.
Right.
That's what he did last night. And he was a terror. Got his 20. He's going to get his minutes and his shots and his points. And I think it will keep him happy enough that now you keep looking around and you say, wait a second, there's Dinwiddie. Well, what about Joe Harris, a 3-point All-Star Saturday night shooting champ, right? Wait a second, it's just deeper. What about Jeff Green? I love Jeff Green.
I love Jeff Green,
and all
too.
of a sudden, he went from the Rockets to the Nets.
Right.
Well, it just makes you deeper and stronger and mentally tougher when he's coming in.
And he can play defense, he can rebound.
Now to your James Harden point. What I thought happened last night was that the Nets sent a message to everybody else in the Eastern Conference, you better go get James Harden or you're not going to have a shot, right? Because we don't need James Harden. I agree with you. Why would you disrupt this? Why would you tear the heart out of your team? Why would you send all of your depth, all of your best younger players to Houston and bring in James to something that looked like beautiful unity and chemistry last night? Because
you're going to lose one of the big. Because I'm assuming that Houston's going to want Jared Allen, Dinwiddie, and Karis LeVert.
Well, you'd have
Not
to
just for starting.
I agree. You'd have to start there, and they may want something else.
And they'll probably go walk a couple of first round. Skip, and the Nets should be scored because remember what they gave up to get KG and Paul Pierce?
Yep.
They gave up, and they doomed them for a decade.
Okay. So if I'm the new GM in Philadelphia, Daryl Morey, the old GM in Houston, now I'm sitting back saying, I just don't know if we can compete with that right here, right now. I got Doc Rivers, but maybe I need James Harden in place of Ben Simmons. But let me ask you a question. Okay, do you think James Harden and Ben Simmons, James Harden and Joel Embiid can compete with that? Because here's the thing. If they don't, you don't have any way to get any better because you have no draft assets. Look, I'm a Ben Simmons fan, much bigger than you are. And I think for the longer term, you would want to build with those two still very young players.
Right. Ben Simmons got to be, what, 23?
Yeah.
24?
So he's 24, I believe. So you keep your two towers there.
Right.
And you just say, we got to build around them. They got Seth Curry.
Right.
And maybe it's not this year, maybe it's next year, or maybe it's the next year.
Right.
But if you want to compete right here, right now, you have to go get James Harden. Let's go to Boston. They got so many nice young players, but do they have that guy who can deal with this team? Do they have a Durant or a Kyrie? I say no.
If I'm ownership of the Sixers, I don't let Daryl Morey pull this trade because I saw what wanting to compete against the Warriors did to him. It ruined them for the future. They got no draft assets. Every year, Skip, what do they want to do? They went and got him Chris Paul, but they had to give up so much to get him. They went and got Russell Westbrook, but they had to give up so much to get him. Now, they got nothing else.
How much power and autonomy does Daryl Morey have? Is it his trigger to pull?
Probably.
He left a full-page ad in the Houston, is it the Chronicle, I believe? But a full-page ad that thanked James Harden for changing my life. Well, you don't think he would now gravitate toward, boy, I got to get James?
And plus, and here's the thing, Skip. Daryl Morey likes to do what? Nobody has done more trades than Daryl Morey. Well, what can I trade now, Skip? I got nothing. Now he goes to a new place. He got fresh draft capital.
Okay.
And so if I'm the Sixers organization, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna let you do that.
Okay. Who